I'm here with Richard Sherman, cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks, longtime crypto enthusiast, and the spokesperson for Robinhood. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you very much for having me.
So can you explain to me what Robinhood is?
Robinhood is a trading platform, like many others out there, but it has no trading fee, which, for most people, that saved them a ton of money. For me, it's saved me a ton of money, and I'm thankful for it because you get frustrated, you feel like you're trading, you're having a heck of a day, and then you look up and every transaction you got a fee, every trade you got a fee, every trade you got a fee, and it's like, you know what, it would be way better if I could do all this and save my money on these fees. So I'm thankful for Popo, their founder, who came up with Robinhood, and he's incredibly adept at understanding blockchains and crypto and that whole world. When I speak to him, I feel like a small fish in a very, very, very big pond, but I'm trying.
And how does that business model work? How do they make money if they don't charge any transaction fees?
Well, they do a great job underwriting for companies that are trying to create a coin, an ICO, or also marketing these companies and making sure that they're seen and that their coin is getting as much exposure as others. So they make their money that way. So that's how they save on these fees.
And this is not the first crypto project that you've been a part of or interest that you've had. How did you first get involved, and when did that happen?
Well, honestly, and I hate telling this story because it's frustrating. So I have like a merchandise website, shirts and sweaters and things like that for people who want to support. And early on, maybe like 5-6 years ago, some of the fans were reaching out like, oh man, we want to pay in Bitcoin. We want to pay in this digital currency. And I was kind of skeptical, obviously. It's like, well, just normal cash will do. But one of our managers for the website was from Asia, and he had heard of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, so he was more informed than I was. He was like, yeah, just go for it, just allow it. I think you're going to really like this. I think it's the future. And so we allowed it. For the most part, though, we just converted it back to cash, unfortunately. If I could go back in time and not convert that to cash, then I'd have a lot of Bitcoin and probably millions of dollars.
But is that regret what got you interested and started to research Bitcoin and get involved in the cryptocurrency?
And not really regret, just kind of like a missed op. I passed on an opportunity where I could have done more research. I could have really looked into it, but I got into it. I've made some money. I made $15,000 on it, but it could have been a lot more.
What other cryptocurrencies have you looked at other than Bitcoin?
I'm into Ethereum and all the coins that come with that blockchain. Obviously, I've got a few Bitcoin, Litecoin I've dabbled in as I've learned more.
And is it true you told your grandmother not to buy Bitcoin?
Yeah, because with that situation, I'm trying to explain it to her, and I'm like, yeah, it's a blockchain, and Ethereum is the ledger for the blockchain, and as I'm explaining it, she's just like, just blank face, like, okay, so how do I make money? I'm like, well, if the cost of the coin goes up, and she's like, what happens if it goes down? Like, then you lose money. She's like, no, I don't want to lose money, so make me money. I'm like, Grandma, you're not really listening, and so I was just gonna, you just don't mess with it. Let me figure out more on it. Let me figure out how it works more. But, sometimes teaching a person who was stuck in their ways about something new was very difficult. So I advised her against that.
And do you still convert all of your merchandise sales that are made in Bitcoin directly to cash?
No, we don't do it anymore.
You hold the Bitcoin now?
We'll hold the Bitcoin now.
Would you be willing to take your salary in Bitcoin?
I would be, as long as it equaled out to about the same amount. I'd take it in Bitcoin.
And
it'd be hard for them to tax it, which is always appreciated. Hey, give it to me in Bitcoin, guys. I don't know how to tax it. It's not cash, so.
And where do you think the Bitcoin price should be?
That I don't know. I loved it when it was at 19,000. It was awesome. If it would like to go to 100,000, that'd be fine with me. I wouldn't mind that at all.